Hello, this is my senior exit project, and I'm Hawkins Whitehead. So this is a little bit about me. My extracurriculars throughout high school, I was involved in basketball, track, soccer, snowboarding, NHS, and student council. I received a lot of awards for that kind of stuff. In soccer, I got most heart, most improved, first team all conference, a few times first team all district, first team all area, and I've been captain for 3 years. For basketball, I got most heart, which I didn't even know until this year, which is kind of cool. And then track, I have over 20 medals, and I qualified for states. I was nominated last year to represent the boys for the boys state trip, and and I've been student council class president for 4 years. So yeah, and then you go next slide. This is some of my friends. I don't know, we got some funny pictures up here. There's Schmidt and James planking each other. Ben and James sharing a moment with an icicle. This is all of us. My church friends, there's Johnny up there a few times. Yeah, keep going. This is James. We've been friends since really early elementary school. I pretty much go over to his house every day after school, and we spend a lot of time together. Next one. Caleb's super smart. He literally is one of the smartest people I've ever met, and he has really good work ethic to try and get his life in check and stuff like that. So yeah. Camden, he's probably one of my best friends. He's really musically talented, and he's a really good impact on my life, and I don't know, he is a good friend to have. Yeah. Jonathan, he's in here. Jonathan has been kind of one of my neighbor friends since really early on. I've known him pretty much my whole life, and we've done a lot of stuff together. Pretty handsome devil. Yeah. Ben has been my oldest friend from Byron. We've been friends since second grade, and he's really good at soccer, and he's really good at ping pong too. That as well. And then there's a ton of my other friends up there that weren't able. There's Nathan, you got Billy and Evan, Justin, Joel, Jacob, Nathan, Stone, and Hermtron. Yeah. You keep going. Impact of the pandemic. The impact of the pandemic wasn't that bad on me, honestly. I pretty much just fished with my friends for the entire first 6 months. School was a little bit difficult switching to online, and that was a bit of a challenge, and trying to keep myself motivated really was the biggest part of it. You can keep going. My 3-word essay was share a moment. As you can see, me and Billy were having a pretty intimate moment right there. And, it's just important in life. My cover letter and resume, this is it. I have experience at my mom's old place of business, Tipsy Artist, and I have a work experience on Mr. Annabelle's farm and Planet Fitness. A lot of extracurriculars I've been involved with, NHS, student council, stuff like that. Yeah, my cover letter was to my boss. This is my short-term and long-term goals. I don't remember what. My short-term goal was to figure out what I want to do with my life, and my long-term goal was to be in that situation, whatever one I chose, and be cruising along with it. So yeah. I only got one letter of reference. You keep going. This is my letter to my mother and my father is pretty much just thanking them of all the years that you guys have helped me out throughout high school, motivating me and stuff like that. You keep going. My positivity, so my top 3 traits from positivity were humor, spirituality, and appreciation of beauty and excellence. I only expected humor really, but it's kind of cool to see the other ones. And my bottom 3 made a lot more sense though. My number 1 was self-regulation, which makes sense. Humility, yeah, I'm kind of cocky sometimes. And then prudence was my 3rd. That makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I got to work on some of those, so yeah. My dream job was really, this one wasn't really about my dream job because I don't really know yet, but it was about my end goal in life. My end goal in life is to be a missionary and do overseas work in impoverished countries, but not really religion based, just more helping making a difference in those areas. So my dream job was more about finding a career that'll help me with that end goal. So yeah. And this is my PSA. It was over my senior research project, which was over, trying to find the right way to word this. It was over corruption within Christianity, or organized religion. No. Corruption within organized religion, focused on Christianity, though. And so, yeah.
Organized religion throughout Christianity has subjected the world to many evils. Christianity as a religion has been around for over 2,000 years and has become the world's most popular religion, with over 2.3 billion people worldwide following similar practices. As far as religions go, kings and royalty, corrupt politicians, popes, and other people in power all have been used to manipulate mass amounts of people with their wickedness while disguising it with faith. However, there may be many other organized religions who have committed acts of terrorism and other evil atrocities. Christianity as a whole exhibited these behaviors throughout history more than periodically. A really good example is the next video I'm about to show you.
The Associated Press published a story yesterday about the Catholic Church in the United States and the government's Paycheck Protection Program. AP Catholic Church lobbied taxpayer funds about $1.4 billion. That's a lot of money. That's like 1/600th of the total amount of money that was available to tens of thousands of U.S. small businesses. Now, if you're interested in the story, please go read the piece. It's complicated, it's impeccably researched. It's an example of some of the best kind of data journalism out there, and you won't be able to render a well-informed opinion just from my babbling. But I want to pique your interest. Like many small businesses, the church certainly needed the money. People were getting laid off, and bills needed to get paid during the pandemic, which is still going on, by the way. Now, tens of thousands of small businesses got shut out because the money ran out. But the only reason the church got this much money, probably more than anybody, was because they aggressively lobbied the president and Congress to be able to bypass a rule that you could only apply if you had less than 500 employees. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, you can keep going. This is my letter from the president. His hype. Got one. And it was actually signed from Biden himself, so it was really cool. But it was automated within 5 minutes. So, this is my family. You got my grandma up here, she's there, looking awesome. Yeah, you got grandpa giving me my hair cut. That was a few summers ago. This is a Snapchat, or an old family picture of all of us when we were like really young. London labeled it fetus, calling us that. This is my other grandma. This is my little sister Heron and my little brother Booker. You got London, where are you at? London's over here with my mom and Cam. That's my stepdad and my mom. My mom, you got Heron and Booker up there, so yeah, a lot of my family. Oh, my dad's right there. Hey. I was like, I knew I put you on there. Oh, this is some of the interview questions I did for London. London is in special education right now, a program at CMU, and she's been doing some shadowing, or not shadowing, what's it called?
Student teaching.
Yeah, student teaching and stuff like that. So I interviewed her on a special education program, and now I'm seeing that you can't read any of it. You can keep going. You can keep going after. This is my soccer impact and letter of gratitude to coach. Pretty much soccer has been a really big impact on my life ever since middle school, really. I wasn't like super into sports when I was younger. And then Ben, Annabelle, and that kind of friend group told me to get into soccer around like 6th grade. And I was a pretty big boy at the time and was super uncoordinated and was really bad at sports. But after a lot of years of like my buddies just being there for me and kept pushing me to get better at it, I eventually improved, and it's really helped me. Like, not only has it helped me like with sports, but soccer has helped me with like building a lot of my life up too. So yeah, and a lot as well as my coach. You can keep going. Oh, that's it? Okay, yeah, that's it.